Good morning and welcome to the VSA Morning Mine. It's Friday, the 1st of July, and I'm joined by Paul Rankin. Paul, how are you today?
I am well, thank you, and it seems like it's going to be a nice day too.
Yep, it's very nice. Pretty warm already. Right, shall we start with Apollo Silver? They had their maiden assay results out from their 2022 drilling program, which started in April. Paul, what are your thoughts there?
Yeah, pretty much numbers that are repeating or otherwise confirming what were historic results. A lot of this is infill drilling on the Waterloo project there in the Calico Mining District, San Bernardino County, California. This is sediment-hosted silver mineralization in volcanic sediments. We're seeing here also for the first time some quantification and qualification on gold assays and on barite, both of which are present. Barite in this particular district area or regional area is really common in these sediments, but hadn't been considered as a commercial byproduct before. So we're seeing some numbers come back at 2 to 14% in barite in some of these intervals. Gold, they are testing because gold had been found in soil sampling, but hadn't ever been targeted as drilling before, and they're showing grades now in gold of about a quarter of a gram or so as intercepted, but the thicknesses are pretty good. And that kind of a grade of gold would indicate it would end up coming in leaching as a byproduct. Otherwise, we're seeing thicknesses of in here at 50 meters of 130 grams silver, and things like 75 meters of 131 grams silver. So otherwise, big, thick, nice uniform mineralization.
And shallow, those
Yes, and
acid
that starts at surface as well. Yes.
Yeah, and as you say, the gold hasn't really been explored before. So that 166 million ounce resource announced in February, based off the historic data, is entirely silver, which is quite rare for a listed silver company. But it shows you just how big this resource is without any byproducts in there at all at the moment, making that an equivalent silver figure.
Yes, that's right.
So yeah, with 37 holes drilled, they were the first 10 out. So we should be expecting more regular and consistent news flow from Apollo over the next couple of weeks and months as that continues. So one to watch. Obviously, our research and everything is on the VSA website, as that is a client. Paul, what else is out today?
A private company, Brazilian Nickel, which is backed by private equity here in London. Nickel laterite project in Brazil called Piauí. They have produced their first nickel hydroxide product. It is a nickel laterite leach operation, and now they will be ramping that production up to produce in the order of 1,400 tons on a regular basis as they begin to scale this thing up. But Brazilian Nickel, with a lot of the prior principles that were backing European nickel, and that leach project in Brazil some number of years back now that BHP was involved with.
Mm. And there's also an update from ferroalloys this morning.
Yes, that's right. Ferroalloys being a big sediment-hosted vanadium shale project in Kazakhstan. Progress here reported on their feasibility study results. The key point to stress here, with the backing of Vision Blue, they are essentially doing a broader set of studies as part of the feasibility, which will take longer to complete, but they are making good progress on it here and working at 5,600 tons of vanadium pentoxide a year in first phase, but next phase also being addressed here would be a 22,000 ton per year operation. So otherwise, just keep an eye on that one, because all the signs have been since very early on that with these metallurgical recoveries to leach of 93%, as well as the footprint size of these shales, these should be the lowest cost vanadium production in due course in the world. So keep a close eye on this. And they also have carbon mineralization in that shale that indicates it would be amenable to substitution for carbon black in tire manufacture, which hasn't been addressed before as part of a potential revenue source.
Yeah, and obviously now with long-term patient capital in there, the sort of style of the news has been relatively quiet while all these studies have been going on. I think perhaps you've also seen in the price a bit of a change in terms of a higher risk premium for CIS countries offsetting a slightly higher vanadium price. So I think that's pulled back slightly in the last couple of weeks with everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we'll call it a day there, and we'll be back next week. Thanks, Paul.
Yep, you're welcome.